There I am. How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Welcome to the Alpha Red Comic Channel. I am your host, James Nguyen, and this is not Sunday, this is Monday. And I want to welcome you to a bonus draw stream. So, it's something I got to draw anyway. I'm on a deadline for tomorrow's art contest on Rob Liefeld's page. So I thought, why not? Why not finish it up right here on the YouTubes? And hopefully it's not a very complicated. Oh boy, I forgot that I did not bring up my inks. Where did I I told myself you gotta find that art bag because I think I moved my art bag. Let me clear my throat. Hang on a second. Hey, hon? If I was prepared, you guys would think you were at the wrong channel. So apparently, these have been sitting on my dresser drawer all day. I've been looking for them, and every time I go looking for them, I would forget what I was doing because I would start doing something else. But friends, here we are. It is 8 o'clock on a Monday, and we are going to be doing some drawing and just chit-chatting. So hopefully, somebody pops in and you guys can put a W chat in the chat box. This hair's got to go. Maybe I'll get a haircut tomorrow for my big end of the campaign event draw stream. Let me jump over here, guys, if you wouldn't mind. Gonna do that. Let's go ahead and kaboomski. Tell me that I can do that. Yeah, that's what I want. And then if I click that, then bam! All right, we're in good shape there. Let's change that. Go back to here. Go back to here. And boomski. All right. We're in business, guys. It's almost like I've done this once or twice before, namely last night around the same time. So let's check out what's on the drawing board. This should look a little familiar to you. This is who was on the drawing board yesterday. That's what we did. That's who we drew yesterday. And we are going to draw. I'm going to take you through. Let me do a little magic moving of the board to a better positioned place. Guys, I was prepared. Well, in my mind, I was prepared for this. And then the family stuff happens at dinner time, and then you're like, oh, I had to do other stuff. But here we go. So this was Chapel. And he's who we drew yesterday. If you didn't see it, there we go. Let me throw it on here. If you guys didn't see it yesterday, oh boy, that's why I don't put that up there. You can't see me. And let's see if background, boom, boom. Does that matter? I guess it doesn't matter. Anyway, but this is what we did yesterday, and I am in the middle of drawing a bunch of these Youngblood characters for an art contest. You can check it out by going back to my live videos, and I'll show you pretty much the same. I talk about it a little bit more, but the contest starts tomorrow morning, and I'm drawing the last character that I can squeeze in before I make my entry. And see, these are the old Youngblood characters from the 90s, Rob Liefeld's super team. And I didn't realize that he had like two squads to the team, two whatevers, and it must have been like a flip book, because I looked it up, and there was like a half of a comic on the one side with Cougar and Sentry and Photon and all these guys who are not the ones that I drew, because I thought there was only one team at first. Oh, but here we are. And this is what I'm doing with all those images. I'm kind of putting them together here, and so I'm assembling them onto one picture, and then the last guy who will be in the background, and you can almost kind of see him through there. Can you guys see Badrock through there? Kabamski. That's who we're gonna do today, and I don't think it's gonna take too long, because he's not got a lot of details, to be honest with you. And so I don't know if I'm excited about that or not excited. And I was looking at his design, or not much of his design, as I was preparing and drawing. And I was like, it looks a lot like Ben Grimm, the old thing. So I don't know if Mr. Liefeld can call anybody out on aping some of his characters, because a lot of his characters are aped off of old Marvel stuff. So but I just went against my own rule there, where I usually say I start off with the eyes. You got to start off with the eyes. Windows to the soul, I say. And then I went ahead and did his bottom lip. So go figure. Go figure. Call me a politician, because I just lied. I just lied. Can we get away from the politics, or is it too close to the presidential election that everybody is talking about politics? And for better or for worse, some people I agree with, some people I don't. Obviously, I have opinions. I should probably go out and vote here in the next couple days before it gets like ridiculous, because early voting started on Saturday, and I'm actually taking a couple days off this week, partly because the campaign to Alpha Red number 6 is ending, and I wanted to dedicate some time to the ending of the campaign, to make sure that if it is not over the goal, that I kind of start pestering people. I'll probably start pestering people tomorrow, because it is over on Wednesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. I hope I got that right, because if I didn't, I got something I need to do to make sure that we get it over the finish line. And I don't want to miss that deadline, because with Kickstarter, as far as I know, it's all or nothing. If you don't reach the goal, you don't get any of the money. And so I am trying my darndest to make sure that we hit that goal. And crossed the finish line, and we have something to celebrate at 8 p.m. on Wednesday, because I'm doing a live stream just to kind of count it down, just to kind of give people a final chance to get in on these campaigns, because these campaigns are they have exclusive covers that I'm only going to print enough copies to fulfill those in order to make them a little bit more rare. So if you snooze, you lose on the covers that you might want, these homage covers. Maybe this is a good time to kind of tell you a little bit about it. This is the normal cover. This is cover A. This will be the cover that is available like forever. And so on Kickstarter, if you go to alpharedcomic.com, this is the exclusive cover that you get. It's an homage of New Mutants number 98, and only available on Kickstarter. And then if you go over to Indiegogo, if you go to jamesq.net, it'll take you over to the Indiegogo campaign. Or you can just go to Indiegogo and type in Alpha Red number 6, and it should pop up. It's my first campaign over on Indiegogo. I was looking for some new customers, new fans, to see if anybody would take a chance on my Alpha Red comic. But it is, I don't know if it's obvious or not, but it's a Dark Knight Returns homage, and that is only available on Indiegogo. And then if you go over to Fund My Comic and type in Alpha Red number 6, or you can go to shopalphared.com, and it will take you, you will have a chance to bid on or pledge for this Invincible Iron Man 150 homage cover. So those are some of the exclusives that you will see over on my campaigns. If you go to alpharedcomic.com, is one of them. There's links in the show notes below, the comments or the details. I don't know, what do you call those things? It's not. I know my wife says on her podcast that they're in the show notes below, and I know what she means, but I don't ever hear anybody on YouTube. The description below. Did they say the description below? Maybe that sounds familiar. But yeah. So I am looking forward to seeing this entire ensemble of Youngblood characters come together. And like I showed you the preview, I got super excited. You know, I might pay somebody to just color it, you know, and Badrock will be in the back here. Let's see if you can see through it. You can kind of see through it. He's back there. He back there. He back there. But yeah, that is what we're doing. That is what we're doing, and I hope, and it is, I don't know if it's like a blatant, I don't know, it's pretty obvious to me that I'm trying to get attention to Alpha Red right now, especially as I'm trying to fundraise for it. So it's an unashamed, unabashed attempt to get people to, people who like Rob Liefeld's Youngblood, and who like Rob Liefeld. Rob Liefeld has a lot of Rob Liefeld fans. They're just a fan of all that he does, and they are very passionate. And I don't know if I'm passionate about Rob Liefeld's work, but I like it. You know, I like what he's doing with Robservations, his podcast. If you're not aware that he does a podcast, he used to do it twice a week. I think it was Tuesday and Friday. He would drop some new podcasts. but he went down to 1 here after he came back from the July 4th break, I think. And then he came back and he said he was only going to do 1, and then he dropped 2 right after he said that. And then he made good with his promise and has only been giving us 1. He dropped like a Saturday one, I think, too, a random episode that he did for his Patreon backers. And he gave us a little sneak peek of what you get if you back him on Patreon. He does maybe that's where he does the second one, the not free podcast. Cut this down here. So Badrock was such a throwaway character for me that it was surprising to me how much people actually liked Badrock. So I remember, if you watched any of the previous drawings that I've done for the Youngblood group here, I let you know that Shaft was my favorite, but by and large, I was a fan of all the leaders of all the teams, like Cyclops and Leonardo. Something about the guy who is the most responsible, most level-headed, just kind of drew me in. So like a goofy guy like Badrock, who was like I don't know, a kid trapped in the body of the Thing. Like if the Thing was actually a kid on the inside. That was the difference, or that was the hook with Badrock, and did not resonate with me at all, I must say. But I know that he was popular enough to spawn his own comic. I think he had his own miniseries. And as I was doing some research on his look, there's Badrock Drifter, crossover team-up things. There were Spider-Man. He teamed up with Spider-Man. And I was like, what? That was kind of cool. Like, did Spider-Man, did Marvel just loan out a lot of, Spider-Man? How much does it cost to buy the rights to draw a team up with Spider-Man? Alpha Red, Spider-Man team up sounds pretty awesome. And I don't know, I'm sure you work it out in the contract, like what the storyline is, and like Alpha Red can't just go around beating up Peter Parker, They gotta protect their IP. But I would be very down with that if it was affordable. But yeah, that was fun to see how popular Badrock must have been, unless he just had money to burn. Rob Liefeld just had money to burn, and maybe that was the case. I don't understand the business part of everything, but it sounds like Rob Liefeld was very business minded. He had an investor that eventually got ownership of Youngblood here. And I didn't realize that he no longer owned Youngblood. And that's why you haven't seen him on it in the past 8 years, because even though they split it up in the late 90s or early 2000s, when he quit Image, the investor he and the investor apparently liquidated some of the properties, but he was still involved in the story. He would help write it, help draw it, help choose the creative teams and whatnot. And then, as he has stated on Robservations, they wanted to take it in a different direction, and he disagreed with the direction, so he backed off to let them explore their preferred direction. And that's why we haven't heard anything about Youngblood, because it is very closely associated with Rob Liefeld. So the unabashed marketing that I'm doing is to try to win this contest. And I post my artwork over on the Rob Liefeld Facebook page as Alpha Red Comic. And so a lot of people know me as Alpha Red Comic on Facebook and on other media, other social media. And I don't know if they don't know my name, but like they have to at least translate it in their head that whenever Alpha Red Comic shows up and says, "Hi, how you doing?" that they know that it's James, but they have to convert that into their brain. And so that's funny. I don't know how else to do it, because the idea is to get people to remember Alpha Red, because I'm just a nobody. So maybe Alpha Red will make me more than a nobody. But I don't know that I can make Alpha Red more than a nobody. So I'm just going with calling everything that I do Alpha Red as my handle on most things, so that people are forced to kind of remember me as Alpha Red. And I intentionally put Alpha Red Comic so that people know that Alpha Red is not just some kind of other IP. I don't know what else anybody would think Alpha Red is. It's not a name that screams superhero. I admit it, okay? I admit it. I admit that Alpha Red was not a well thought out name. So, but what am I going to do? Alpha Red is Alpha Red. I've already remastered it and relaunched it and whatever. So Alpha Red it is. Alpha Red forevermore. So, no, at 7:45 here. So in about 20 minutes, I hope to hear from the writer of Alpha Red number 6. I have been super frustrated with StreamYard lately because it lags so much, and even when I don't have anything else open, it kicks me out. And it's not my connection, because my connection everywhere else is super strong. And I have cleared my cache. I have done so much in order to try to eliminate excuses for why it's laggy. But honestly, it just continues to lag. And so I'm going to attempt to use OBS, which is an alternative streaming software, which is free. And it does so much for a free thing. It does so much. And so I am going to try to use Zoom to have a guest on. And Mr. Ray McKay, the writer, is willing to be the guinea pig Zoom stream, because with OBS you can have windows open. Like I can switch over and turn on the window to my Chrome that's playing right here. Boom. I'm just kind of watching off to the side. That's what I'm looking at right there. And so if I click over to a Zoom thing, right? So this is the idea, guys. This is the idea. So I go in here, and then I hit the Google thing, and kaboomski. And then he will be on this. Can you see the? Yeah, there's the cursor. Like whatever appears on this screen will be visible to everybody. So I am hoping that that's the invite link. How do I start it? Hit the start button down there. Yeah. So you'll watch that in real time. Hopefully that'll be in about 15 minutes or so, guys. And I don't know. Did my man, young Ray McKay. Let's see if, let me take that off so you guys aren't looking at what in the world. See, this is why Facebook is bad. So you never know what you're gonna come up on. So let's see what Ray says. Say if he couldn't find a link. All right. Well, here we copy the link. Oh, no. Sounds good. I'll be there. Okay. Okay. Yep. So Ray looks like he can meet with us in 15 minutes or so. So I gotta hurry up then. I thought this was gonna be quicker, but I guess laying down some lines here is not. Let's get it off this. It's inappropriate picture here. But yeah. No, I am very hopeful that I can turn on this free version of Zoom. It gives me 40 minutes of free time with a guest. So I am hopeful, because we're just gonna go till 9 o'clock again, guys, because I gotta get to bed. I've been staying up too late. I stayed up till almost midnight again last night on a work night. Not a good idea. I've been dragging all day. Can't stay focused. I know that the campaign is almost at an end, but we're doing good, guys. We are at 73 or 74%. I know there's only about 48 hours left. Actually 47 hours left to the campaign, but I gotta hustle. Like part of my channel here. Hey, what's going on, Felicia? Can you draw Minecraft? Oh, Minecraft can be on the docket. Are there characters in Minecraft? Like, I know my kids played Minecraft for a while, but I think there are characters in Minecraft. Do you want to make a request for a character? And I'll do it next time. Next time or sometime in the future here. I got to finish this for an art contest that I'm doing. Steve, that's right. Is that the one? Is that the guy Jack Black is going to be playing in the movie? Are you excited about the movie? Did you watch the trailer? I heard that it was kind of it did not get good reviews. The trailer didn't get good reviews, but I heard that from a lot of older people like myself, and we're thinking that maybe the younger people liked it. Oh, you did like it. Good. And then it's made for you, right? And us old people need to figure out what it is about it that you like. so that we can like it too. I want to like it. I mean, it's interesting, right? You're building stuff, and then the zombies come and all kinds of stuff. But do the zombies like try to break down your creation? Do you go around with like a hammer? Are there other people that you play with that try to break your creation down? Or is it like the computer sends stuff out to break down your creation, and then you're fighting against whatever the computer has as your enemy? I'd be curious, just because I don't video game very much, because I am terrible at it. And even though I like to watch people play the video games, I know that's a thing, I just have to be drawing. I want to be creating my own stuff too. And I really wish I could draw. I mean, play video games. It would be fantastic. It should be right up my alley, but my hand-eye coordination has never been very good. Maybe it's just like a mental thing. And I know I've told this story before, but I thought that when I was, I want to say I was in high school, because I had a friend come over and she was using our typewriter because she didn't have a typewriter at her house. And I just thought that I needed to play for longer, and then I would eventually just be better at it. But I could not get the hang of video games. I was playing Batman the movie, like the 1989 Batman movie had a video game. And it looked kind of realistic. I don't know what they were doing at the time, but it looked realistic enough. And we didn't have video games like you guys have video games now, where some of it looks like almost real. I know that that Minecraft doesn't look real, but back then that was important. And I was at the last level, and you had to hop down this thing, fire off some batarangs as it like shoots at you in a pattern, and you just had to jump on the wall and then jump close enough to the wall at the right time and throw a bunch of batarangs into this thing that was shooting at you. I could not do it. I was so bad at it. I sat there for 2.5 hours and I couldn't pass this. It was like level 3. It's like the third level. So, and then my little brother came, and he went ahead and defeated it in like 2 minutes, because that's all it should take a normal human being who plays video games to play, to beat something that's that simple. You know, you had to jump up against the wall so that you could jump up higher, so your head could peek out above the ledge, and then you could throw the batarang and hit the thing. But man, I just could not do it. That's when I decided watching people play video games was really, that's where I belonged. The observing friend. But yeah, that was before Mortal Kombat. That was before all those games. And then I know that Mortal Kombat came out. That was a big thing. All my friends were playing it, and I got okay at it, but I was a button smasher, and I would just get lucky. Yeah, but they were like really good. They would do their special moves and all that stuff, and I would try to do special moves. And that was, I remember going to the arcade for Mortal Kombat, spending lots of quarters at the Colonial Park Mall, which I don't believe is still there. It might be there. Actually, I know it's still there. I don't remember stopping in the last time I was in Harrisburg, but no reason to. So you are excited about Minecraft. You are excited about Minecraft. I know my sons would build stuff in the water, underwater and stuff. It's like, what? You can go underwater and build? And their cousins would play in the same game, and they would run around and try to destroy each other's creations. So they would hide their creations underwater on top of mountains, and then the other cousins would come. Oh boy, hang on a second. Don't mind the printer printing. This has been my day, guys. This has been my day. Been my day. I might cancel that. If it wasn't that my wife was doing some very important paperwork. That is not. I'm gonna hit cancel the next time I hear it go off. And that's gonna maybe start a fight. Pray for me. Because she has to do some important stuff, and she doesn't really have a printer that works. And so she buys printer ink for my work printer here. And it doubles as her printer. She only uses it, goodness, once every other month. But this happens to be the month. This happens to be the month. This happens to be it. So when I was looking for his outfit to see like where the cut of the spandex went and stuff, it was all over the map. If you watched my live stream last night and I was doing chapel, I told you when I was looking up Youngblood #1, he had shoulder pads in the one page, the very next page, he had 2 shoulder pads. And then 3 or 4 panels later, no shoulder pads. What is going on? But hey, simpler times. Simpler times for sure. All right, about 5 more minutes of this, and hopefully our buddy Ray McKay can jump on. Let me see if should I open it? Do I start it? No, just wait another minute or so. And then I'll start it, and then if Ray pops in, we'll just stop what we're doing. Talk to the writer of Alpha Red #6. See what he's up to. He's a college student. I don't know if he's watching now, but we shall see. He's a college student up in Canada. The old Great White North, eh? And I think he's going through midterms or something right now. I have no idea. I did not go to college. I went to 2 semesters of college. And I decided that I did not want to waste the money because I had no idea what I was doing. And so I ended up working at an ice cream factory. Was that what I was doing? Did I go there first? No, I was working some odd jobs. I was a short order cook for a long time. Became a telemarketer. That's not fun. That'll make you want to go to college. Surely there's something better than telemarketing. But then they made all kinds of laws that you couldn't call people, and because we were getting pretty good at finding people at home. Actually did pretty well as a telemarketer. I just didn't care for it. And, you know, there's only so much rejection that you can take, especially if you don't believe in the product. Any guesses? What's going on, J. Scott? I like the Monday surprise. It's a bonus. We're calling it a bonus. Monday bonus, bro. Monday bonus. Just because I gotta finish this Youngblood art contest entry. So it's due by tomorrow morning, but I'm just gonna finish it up tonight and then post it. Cross my fingers and hope that people are like, who's this Alpha Red guy who keeps winning these art contests? Be like, come on over and pick up this New Mutants number 98 homage cover before it's too late, bro. And that's the strategy. And I've been spending a lot of time on this strategy, so I hope some people take advantage of that. Before Wednesday at 8. There are, how many hours here? There are only hours left. 47 hours left. All right, I'm going to start this Zoom thing to see if my writer, Ray McKay, oop, don't pop up over there. Hello. Kaboomski. Nope. Don't do it twice. Here I am. Yep. It did it twice. Maybe. Maybe. Let's see, guys. Join with computer audio. Kaboomski. We're doing it on the fly, guys. We're doing it on the fly. So, I was tired of StreamYard. If you're just coming in, J. Scott, I am so tired of StreamYard and how janky it is. I'm going to try to see if I can do a Zoom thing and then share the Zoom. Let's see, does it? Nope, that's not what I want. Let's see. It wants to, is it its own? Yeah, let me take this down so you can keep looking at the Badrock. Laptop cam, nope, don't want that. Do I need another media? Do I need another window? Window capture 2, okay, we'll call it that. And yeah, we'll call it the Zoom meeting thing. Boomski, nope, not you. Launch.